The MINOLTA X-700. Boom.
I do not need another camera. I'm actually selling a lot of the inventory which I have. I've curated kind of a top 10 that I love, and the rest of them that work and are wonderful, I'm just going to let them go and other people can enjoy them. That having been said, it doesn't mean that I don't keep an eye out in local charity shops to see what's going on. And today I dropped a couple of boxes off at the post office, and I went to Volunteers of America, which is one of my favorite. And I picked up something which is pretty special for not much money. Let's check it out. So I love when cameras come in bags. And this particular camera was behind the glass. I had to ask someone to get it out for me, and I noticed that there was a camera bag. Now, if you see a bag like this, you can kind of assume that it's a relatively old camera. Not every time. So I asked to see it, and this is what's inside. So this camera actually came with a flash, which is super handy. I mean, flash photography these days, I just love the vibes. It's super cool. Especially at night in clubs and bars and stuff. If you're with your friends, just try it. And, you know, that came free. So wonderful. So this is the lens that came with the camera. You can see really, really clean. So that's the 28-135 Vivitar. So that's the lens which came with the camera. So that's a Vivitar. You can see that 28-135. Beautiful, beautiful zoom lens. Always nice to get a zoom lens with a deal. And here's our main little culprit then. I mean, this is a lens that I just put on there. Obviously, that was mine. So I'll take that off and we can have a look what we're dealing with. And we can see a wonderful X700. Let's have a look. So this is a SLR camera from the 80s with a lens. Now, straight away, look at the price. $29, if you can see that. $29. And if you can see the camera that it is right there, this is a MINOLTA X-700. It came with a strap. It came with a zoom lens. There's a UV filter on it, which is, you know, makes me think that whoever owned this camera actually liked it because they're protecting their lens with that UV filter. $29.99. You guys, there are still deals to be had out there. Don't spend all your money on camera gear. Just keep your eye out and be patient. Now, I don't need this X700. I have a XG7, which I love. An X370, that was $10, which I love. The SRT 101, which is a tank. And again, I love this camera. That having been said, we all know that the X700 has some very, very awesome features. Now, this particular camera was made in 1981. So was I. My birthday, 1981. But this has an aperture priority mode and it has a program mode, which is wonderful. Shutter speeds from 1 second to 1/1000th of a second and a bulb mode. But obviously, program mode and aperture priority mode, two modes that I love. Lazy modes, but aperture priority for me to get that beautiful bokeh background is wonderful. We've also got 3 stops either way of exposure compensation. Now, this camera is really a do-it-all SLR camera for your photographers. Now, 81, when it was released, apparently it won Camera of the Year. You guys, it looks really clean, like super clean. I mean, for an 80s camera, it looks great. And this looks like an original MINOLTA strap that came with it, which it is. So let's have a look in the bag. It might be empty. It's not. Okay, so in the top zip of the bag is where you usually find paperwork and stuff. Okay, so we have a lens accessory, which looks clean. And I have a warranty and an instruction manual for the lens. Again, that's good. That means whoever owned this cared and is probably the original owner of this item. And I love, you guys, I love seeing this. This looks like a receipt for the camera, which is always cool. I love picking up cameras and figuring out where we got them from. 100% it is. Willsboro, 136 West 32nd Street, New York. Look at that receipt. It's crumpled. It's old. It's from 1997. You probably can't see that date on there. 1997. And it looks like this is a Visa sale. December the 15th, 97. for a total of $452 for the camera and the lens. This camera was sold with just this lens. I'll keep that with the camera. I can stay with there forever. I didn't keep my receipt when I bought it. I should have, and I could have added it to the package. Let's see if there's anything else. There's a pocket in the front. There might be something else. We'll see. There is. Look at that. It came with a flash. That's so cool. You can see the camera. Beautiful. X700. Do you work? All you need is a coin to open the door. Looks good inside. A little bit of corrosion inside that battery housing. It takes two LR44s, but I've got a 2L76 that I'll put in. So I don't have to put two batteries in. I can just put one in and we'll see if it works. So that is it. That is a beautiful camera with a nifty 50. Shutter advances, which is a good sign. And I've got lights inside. Oh, beautiful. Oh, so that was on, that shutter speed wasn't very fast. Let me put it on 1/1000 so you can hear. I'm sorry, but that is a MINOLTA X-700 for $29 with a flash, a receipt, a strap, a case. It's beautiful. And a zoom lens for 30 bucks. This camera actually gets really good reviews off of some of the people that I really respect on YouTube. Thrifting for cameras is not dead. You can still find really good deals out there. People have left comments that I suggest I get cameras very cheap and it's not realistic. You guys, if ever you've been to Goodwill or Volunteers of America, you know this is how they do their tags. $29.99 for that camera. I also got something else whilst I was there. $5.99 for this camera bag. And it is basically brand new and immaculate. So, yeah, $5.99, $6, $7 with tax or whatever. But what's really cool about this particular camera bag is, A, it was new and it was no money, but I love the kind of separate way that you can arrange your lenses and cameras. So that's kind of lenses and cameras and spares in the back. And then at the top, there's a pouch for your actual camera to live in. It's super low profile. It's gray, so it looks good in the city. Just cover the Low Pro logo and you're good to go. Why did I buy this bag? I don't need this bag. I have a bunch of others that I really like using, and this will not be in there. But I'm going to sell one of my Nikon DSLRs and a couple of lenses and a charger and stuff. So I'd like to put it all together, and I'll sell it in this bag. So the person that buys it gets a whole, set with a bag and a camera and a lens and a charger. Yeah, so a couple of good deals. Less than 40 bucks for a really cool bag that's brand new-ish. An X700 that works, delivers great images. I'm happy. Thank you so much for stopping by. My cameras thank you. My gear thanks you. Keep watching. Keep looking. Subscribe, like. There's so much more coming. I've always got my eyes open. I'm always looking for deals. I'm going to let you know where I find them, how I find them. Follow me on my journey. If you're into 35mm shooting, if you're into DSLR, digital, or point and shoot photography, follow me, have a look at the stuff I'm doing, and let's go on this journey. Thanks, you guys. Take care. See you on the next one.